Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and our Gundabad campaign on Divide and Conquer version 5. In the last episode, we had one massive defensive battle at Erebor and one at Taurfilin, which we paid an insanely high price. We even lost all of our snow trolls in that battle, but if we wouldn't have chucked them in, we wouldn't have won the battle most likely, although I should have sent them just straight for the general's bodyguard and not just into the blob, so to speak, because they dropped swiftly once they started dropping. And now we'll see if this Melsinitan, the handsome, will go for the fort, or if he will go for Taurfilin. I would very much like to send these troops into Taurfilin for reinforcements, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. In the western side, southwestern side, we kind of got fed up with waiting at Metalburg. It was almost sieged, but instead we just racked up a whole bunch of troops, and now we're going to attempt to attack Bjorn's Hall. If we can get one turn and chuck our lads in there, we might actually have a chance at taking it, although I don't know if we'll be able to hold it. So it might be in my interest to just sell it to Dol Guldur, although I do know that Bjorn's Hall is a very rich settlement. It has a high population, and it has markets, and I think the Anduin Vale also have a whole bunch of important financial buildings. So I think it would be a great place to make money from, although, as you recall, I said that everything south of Erin Dolan that I claim, including Leodholt, I should give to Dol Guldur, because I think they really need our help in fighting the Anduin Vale and Dorwinion and Dale, etc. They are fighting on a lot of different fronts right now. So I'm thinking when Leodholt is safe, we might want to give that puppy over to Dol Guldur. We should have done that sooner. Just taken the entire army out, given it to Dol Guldur, because we have our diplomat down here. Sell it to Dol Guldur, give it to them, and then just move straight east. Most likely the Anduin Vale will reclaim it, though, because I don't think the orcs of Dol Guldur will get any garrison in that one. Erin Dolan is so far not under attack, and the devastation should hopefully start to diminish soon. We will just keep trying to reinforce our lines wherever we go. We are recruiting even more troops here at Taurfilin, and fortunately we do still get 2 units of orc defenders, so we're not completely defenseless there. With a practice range, we will also be getting some really good snow orc scouts. I think we had way too few archers in the last battle, because with the towers combined with archers, we would have dealt so much damage. But I guess eventually we'll be back there. And Bursa Cool, I'm wondering. Still nothing fun here. We are in Framsburg, I think. Yes, there we're starting to make the army barracks, so we can start making pale uruks. Very, very excited about them. So now I'm thinking if I should here in Bursakul start queuing up the slave hall. I think that's the one we need. Yes, to get the army barracks here as well. And here we need the chieftain's hall. We are starting with the beast cages here though, which is something I don't think I can get here. It doesn't look like it, does it? So maybe it's only in cities I can get the beast cage. Interesting. So either queue up some troops or queue up a building. Or breeder might be nice, but I know that the slave hall would be good. Eventually, it's a fortress. I need to start recruiting from here. I'm just thinking that like a beast cage in Dane's halls, that would be swell. And I just think that we need something more close to the front lines, like in Onazanar, for example. So with the carpenter's hut being built, then maybe we should queue up the beast cage, or maybe even first the slave hall, actually, for more free upkeep and recruitment spots. So I'm thinking, in the next turn, with the carpenter's hut being constructed, I will be queuing up the slave hall. When that one's finished, I can start with the beast cage, I guess, and then with the army barracks. Maybe not specifically in that order. We also need more leather workers and whatnot, We desperately need that. So what will I do now? Most likely nothing at all. I can train some more troops. Maybe that might be a good idea. Just get some snow orc spears. Because we know that this is going to be a heavily contested region. These poor sods also fought a battle against some Dale units, and the odds were in my favor, but I still sustained heavy casualties, especially to my warg marauders. We lost basically all of them, so I need to send them back to Onazanar. My goal is to take all of these units and move them into Erebor to reinforce that region, because they are starting to get really worn down. Did manage to cram in a general in there, so at least that's something. But all of our high level troops are really starting to get quite hurt, so we need to mass up an army and attack Dale. That will make us a whole bunch of money, and also the threat to Erebor will not be as great. So I will want to join these lads up, minus the wargs, maybe even minus the raiders and the Black Shielded Warriors. Join these guys up, join them with a general, and then maybe sally out from Erebor into Dale. With a ballista, that would be a lot smoother. But we don't really have a ballista close by. I don't even think we have an opportunity to train a ballista nearby. That's something that we should really need. So maybe start queuing up a ballista maker here. I think we will have a lot of money in the beginning of the next turn. A lot-ish. I mean, we've lost so many troops, so the army upkeep keeps dropping. But I don't mind making money. So now we have that all queued up. This general is first of all to Rakjaberg, but then I'm planning on marching him down. Hopefully he can do something at Bjorn's Hall, unless we're gonna just destroy everything and sell it to Dol Guldur. Hard to tell, hard to tell. Because I think that they also have like apiaries, maybe watchtowers and things like that. No, maybe not watchtowers, because they're not close to the border. But we also want to see if there's a point in taking Goblin Town, because if Angmar holds Kemathbrin, I don't think they hold Kemathbrin, to be honest, but if they do, then we are only... What the damn hell? Has the goblins taken Imladris? I don't recall getting a message about that. But if so, that would be swell. Then we might not be as scared to sally out and take that region. And here I need a practice range, so I might as well queue that one up as well. Cool. Now I think there's no more talking to be done. We can just end for turn 98 and see what happens there. The Anduin Vale keeps just sieging my settlement. I do not like that at all. I was hoping that the AI would be like dumb enough to just siege one turn to build some siege equipment and then attack, but now instead they're just starving us out. And that is a very effective strategy to make sure that the garrison is as small as possible when you attack. A strategy or a tactic that I've used on quite a few occasions. As you can see, all of my money dropped because I think we've already started a whole bunch of constructions and whatnot. We can do some recruitments here, some recruitment there. We started building over there. Rakjaberg, Taurfilin have retrained some stuff, and here comes the Elves. Although I don't think, no, they are in our way. So I'm thinking I'm going to train another unit of Orc Raiders to make sure that we have the most... Or should I attack? I don't think they would anticipate that. They have 3 units, including a general, and if we attack, we could both remove a general, and we could throw these units into Taurfilin for a stronger garrison. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Might not be the best strategy, but I will try it nonetheless. Okay, and as you can see, now there is an army there. A pretty, no, not beaten down, pretty strong army actually. So I'm thinking that would be a fun idea. Try something. And throw you in there. You can join up. Hum. They are still sieging Leodholt with quite the army, and they keep just absolutely butchering my garrison. Not happy about that.
Get ready for fighting.
But you can attack this army. But you do not have the reach to do that. So what we're gonna do is put you there, and attack. Just see what happens. Start with a ram.
Is that what you want?
We might have to pull back eventually. We have nothing that can join them. You can run into that fort for free upkeep. You might want to move you down to Maythelberg to manage that settlement. Let's just try that. Oh, you couldn't go that way. Okay, cool. You can run into the fort as well. So now we have some lads that will attack the elves in the back. You can get into Erebor. Okay. Start with you and you. There we go. And then we can merge you up. Might not be the best thing from an experience standpoint, but we're just gonna have to be all right with that, I guess. And maybe like so. And then like so. And can the wargs... Yes. Can you go anywhere else? You can go into that fort. And then management. Let's see what happens if I do like so. Then we have 15 of these bad boys. Throw you in there, chuck you in there, just like that. We have a bit of a stronger garrison. And actually, will you be able to reach, or are you just breaking my heart with this? I would like to try. What happens if I take you out? Now you can still go. Now you can still get back. And throw you in. Yes. Okay. That's so freaking great. Okay. And that does not look very good though. Does not look good at all. What does look good though is that we can do a one-turn siege at Dale right now. That would be fun. Minus some strong units though. Okay, but for now, you can start marching up there. And I think that you are necessary to scare nearby troops. We have a lot. Okay, I think we can just take basically you and you and you and you. That is actually merge you up, and merge you up. Now we have room for one more. We'll chuck you in there. Micromanagement. Do I need you here? I don't think so. So I will run you out there. Then we can chuck some axes in there. You should go somewhere else, actually. But I think this is looking better, at least. Whole lot better. And you can reach all kinds of stuff. But you shouldn't be able to attack anything here, because this is just Erebor region. Shouldn't. Should not. But maybe logic is just no more here, because I think the rules are that you can only attack the regions that you're bordering, and this is Erebor. So, what more should I pull out? Maybe the spears. Throw in some real spears. Then you can't go out. I'm sorry, this must not be very fun to watch. I think you are necessary to hold the ballista, you to chase down potential stragglers. Sell swords. I do like the idea of actually having them inside, but they are weak. So we're gonna do it like that. Now, this garrison is a whole lot stronger. This one desperately needs to be retrained like yesterday. And you might attack some of my rangers, some scouts, but that's okay. Cool, Onazanar, got the carpenter's hut. Now, I would like a slave hall up in this bad boy. Although, as you can see, we don't really have a lot of money to build stuff. Our army upkeep has increased drastically, and still have 6.5 in recruitment and construction. Looks like we need to work. Our corruption is not that high, fortunately. But I don't think it's worth it to start queuing anything up. And in Dolan, you got the Temple of Melkor. That's gonna be great. We can also upgrade you into a stronghold. I mean, this could be such an amazing garrison. With the culture, Temple of Melkor, this should start going up swiftly, so we should be able to start recruiting some troops soon. We need 45 at the least. But with Temple of Melkor, we have at least 3% growth each turn. So let's just give it a second. And in 12 turns, we can start getting some siege equipment. That's awesome. Or some artillery, rather. That's great. Very, very happy about that. You will keep sieging. Don't know if that's the best thing. If you attack us, then it's just gonna sally out. And I think we can just kill them with pure mass. Not sure, though. Not sure. Okay. I think everything that I want to move, not you. I was gonna say everything that I want to move is moving. No. Right. Now we have a battle to fight. You attack them. You pull back. I'm going into Taurfilin. It's a win. Can we attack them? Okay, now they can't pull back. And now we really outnumber them. This couldn't have gone any better, he said before the battle started. Let's quick save a 4th time and fight the battle on the map. I'm really happy about that, actually, that they did a short withdrawal from the first little army, and then they had to face the full might of an even bigger one. Can we get better weather, I wonder? There we go. And now, most likely, again, I need to become better at looking at the army comps before going into the fights. Okay. You, front line. And you, shock troops. I hope I won't really throw you away too much. I will need to use you at killing the general. You can hold that flank. And you can stand in front. We have a general in the back. And I think that's everything. Too bad we don't have any wargs. There we go. And you stand up like so. Let's see. Are they brave enough to attack us? No. They are a bit too smart for that. So we can start walking up the troops. And then I'll go over here and see what they got. Okay, some high levels throwy boys. Some elders, I guess. Woodland elders. Some woodland warriors. And the general. Would be really nice to just throw the orc avengers into that little squad. But what's good is that they don't really have any more archers than the general, so we should be able to outreach these front lines. The thing is, I believe that they will start pulling back as soon as I attack them, or as soon as I start coming into range. But we'll see if I'm correct in that. On that account. They're still hanging out over there. So far they're not moving. I think with a hill advantage, but our hills might actually balance each other out, unfortunately. Move up just a smidge more. Okay, there we go. And now we need to slow everything down. Ungroup. All my missile... Oh, he actually pulled back. That's good for us. Now, what I'm gonna do is pull you up to the front here. See if you can reach. Yes, we can actually reach. That's really good. Really, really good. And now we take you lads. Pull you behind the archers. General, I will still have you here in the back. Might even put you in wide formation because I absolutely know that they... I don't absolutely know. I'm guessing that they will start aiming for you specifically. And elven archers are pretty darn good. Are you shooting blanks? No, you're not. You're shooting with an amazing angle, actually. And we're getting some kills off. I wonder, though... Can I have you start shooting at them? You can shoot at them. You can shoot at them. Because these shields are massive. But it's good that we're kind of whittling them down. Even though we're not getting a lot of kills. Stop. And shoot. And you can start shooting at the general now, actually. They also have an armor, but they don't have a shield. So I think we should be able to deal... quite some damage whittling them down. And we have the superior numbers when it comes to archers. So it's really important for us to use it to our advantage as much as possible. Up, start shooting, please. There we go. Now I need to look at how far awry or how far off they are. Not that bad. Also is really important that... Oh, really cool tracking the arrows. Really important that we keep an eye out on the battle timer. Woodland Warriors, Elder Council. Right, that's the name. Elder Council. And Tawar Arainir. I actually think that it might be more important that we aim for the infantry, because I think that the Orc Avengers will be very efficient at taking out the Tawar Arainirs. Okay, now let's just see if we can lure them into starting shooting on the orc hunters. Wow, I really just twisted my tongue. Let's see if we can get them to start shooting at the orc hunters instead. Because the orc hunters have actually a pretty decent range for being a javelin unit. There we go. And it looks like they took the bait. And we should also have a longer range than the Elder Council. I don't know if that's a fact. But we can hope, can't we? Keep whittling them down. Okay, now they're chucking at the Orc Avengers and they will drop us so damn quickly. Also think that we went much further forward than we would have needed. But it's really good that the Elder Council is wasting their javelins on the Orc Avengers, actually. That's perfect for us. Blow the horn because it's fun. And we might not have armor-piercing javelins, but we have quite a few of them at least. Now we can start chucking at the Elder Councils instead, because they spread out. Not the Woodland Warriors, I mean, sorry. Switch your focus. They are firing missiles, most likely dropping like half of my Orc Hunters. Look at them dropping. But my goal is for them to use up their javelins before reaching my infantry. We still have a lot of time left on the clock. We've killed 41%, lost 9, and looking at the armor that the elven troops have and the health and whatnot, I think 41% without even throwing in my infantry yet, and basically only sacrificing orc hunters. I think that's pretty good numbers. And now we can start going back to the elders, I think. 39, 37. We actually dropped quite a few of them. But it's their general who's gonna be the scariest one. Come on. And no, actually, the general is not gonna be the scariest one. It's the Elder Council, I think, is gonna be the scariest one. Okay. The archers keep chucking. And we can start marching up the infantry. This is not going to be pretty. We're going to lose quite a few of our troops. Because so many of us are just tier 1 units. But the important thing is that Taurfilin is safe and they won't be able to like mass up even bigger numbers. That's the important thing. And family. Now, we could go back to aiming at the general. Maybe they would loosen up their shield position a little bit. A lot of them are bloodied up if you look at their armor. A lot of them are bloodied up. And orc hunters, I mean, we can get that from a lot of different places. Actually, let's see if we can tie up their general. That's good. Everything's moving. And the general is gonna make short work out of my poor hunters. But, I mean, we can get more hunters. That's okay. The important thing is, but they're still not locked up into... Oh, we actually killed one! Orc hunters are beasts, man. Maybe it's because not a lot of them are focused on melee. Attack, attack. And you attack the woodland warriors, maybe? Yeah, good. And they're still standing, letting us shoot them, but now we are out of ammunition, so now we don't really have anything to wait for. Wait for? What are you waiting for? Yeah.
If we continue like this, we will smash the
But if they will let us just kill their general, we're gonna take it. The problem is that our spears aren't really the best unit for killing general. There we go. That's these guys. These are the best killing generals. If you take a look at their general's bodyguard, Tawarenir, they're down to 19. Now we need to make sure that we really encircle them. There we go. And you are locked in like so. Blow the horn. And from here, you should be able to get a really good charge at the back of the woodland warriors. Then we can just free up even more and more space. Increase the time a little bit. And you already attack them in the back. You already attack them in the back. And then you place up and you will attack them as well. I don't like this though. I don't like this at all. There you go. Now they are broken. I was broken and alone. Good. A lot of units are starting to break. The Elder Council is broken. Fighting to the last man. That's not the most efficient way a unit can fight. And now I think it's just the general left. We lost a solid fifth of our army. But I think we might heal some of them, hopefully. We just need to make sure that we actually kill their general as well. What do we have back here? Just one little woodland warden. Or woodland warrior. We need to make sure that the general doesn't survive and manage to escape. He's back there somewhere, yeah. Show me the enemy. Yeah, he's there. And since it's not a custom general, just a basic one, I don't know how efficient it really is. Or he or it, the elf. There we go. And the enemy general has fallen. Let's see, 20%. How much did we heal? Oh, healed 8 out of 20. It's almost healed up half of our casualties. That's good. We lost 100 less, 90 less-ish than than the elves did. That's awesome. They have one woodland warrior left. MVPs being Snow Scouts and Snow Scouts. And after that, Orc Hunters, they actually did a great job. They lost a lot of troops, but I mean, they really just tanked Elder Council javelins, and they just fought the general. I mean, they did a great job, the Orc Hunters. They were very cost efficient in this battle. Battle of the Elven Acres. So now we can chuck those lads into Taorfilin again. So now we have a solid garrison there once again. With Orc Avengers instead of Snow Trolls. I said Snow Orcs instead of Snow Trolls a lot during that battle. I'm sorry about that. That's good. Very, very good. So now we have one little squad back here. Pangadion. Cool beans. Cool beans. 90% chance getting into Thranduil's halls. The thing is, I don't think they have many more regions. They have Thranduil's halls, they have Eminufuin, and then I think they should have something more. What's the region you want me to take? Eminufuin, right, that's this one. And if I had a ballista, I would go ham on that bad boy. But I don't, so I won't. But maybe I could just, like, join some stuff up. With the practice range here, we can start getting Snow Orc Scouts, so at least that's something. Start retraining some things. But I would very much like a ballista. My plan for the Woodland Realm is to attack all of the regions at the same time. So we won't have to fight a Woodland Realm Doomstack, because if I can avoid that, I will absolutely try to avoid that. Cool beans. Bolsmog, enemy army routes. Yes, and we have built some stuff. Faction announcements, some retinue expands. That's awesome. I guess this is a scout or a spy. And is it, though? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And also Tarsur, labor overseer, taxes income. That's not good, though. -2 in taxes. Construction cost +1. No. Right, labor overseer. +3% taxes income, -2% construction costs, and +1 mining income. That's awesome. Great, Tarsur. You're becoming quite the governor. Quite the governor. Woodland Castle ready to upgrade. Erindolan, right. We can't really afford that yet, though. But I think it might be in our interest to get it, because with a castle, new upgrade, ballista towers maybe, you know, all kinds of stuff. But no need to queue that up, really. But I will keep that in mind to get it as soon as possible. And do we have no, we don't have the siege equipment here. So now we need to see what's going to happen here. That's going to be interesting. And they might attack us at Leodholt, and that's just a town, so we don't really have that much to defend with. Might lose Leodholt as such. Right, enough talking. Let's end some turns, shall we? Because we can afford to, like, train one unit. But I'd rather save that money and try to invest it into something better than just cramming out tier 1 troops. It's good, though, to know that when we have money, we can quite quickly amass a really big army with Withyboard and Onosanar. Even though they won't be really high tier, they will still be a army. Cool. Let's end the turn. Feels like I just ended a turn. That's the story of my life in this... Okay, right. That's the story of my life in this series. That I'm just ending turns left, right, and center. And now you're attacking a camp with wargs. I mean, I guess we can just try to outrun them. But I know that they don't have any defense at Bjorn's Hole now. And they didn't attack me either. And it doesn't look like they have a huge stack being in the vicinity of Bjorn's Hole. So I think we should be able to just run in and take it. Betrothed, yes. I would love to marry... Do I marry Lughur or do I marry Lugdufla? I don't know. At least I'm certain that I would like a marriage. Marriages are fun. Maybe not marriages as much as weddings, though. So now we could theoretically start with the stronghold upgrade. What that's gonna do: extra wall defenses, reinforced gate, number of free upkeep units, public order due to law, and recruitment slots allowed too. But I think for 6.5k, should be able to do something better. Retrain you, I think that's not gonna add that much. 6 turns either way. An army barrack would be swell, but we don't have the culture anyway. We only have 30 right now. I'm actually gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. And hopefully we're gonna be able to defend it as well. Okay, Leodholt. Now they pissed off from Leodholt. That's awesome. And we will just be able to sally in. They have... I don't know if Bjornsol actually has towers, though. I know that some settlements, even though they look at the defenses, they look like they should have towers. They might not have towers. I don't really know. If I attack here, the balance of power is actually pretty even because they have 3 freaking wildmen defenders. We have 2 unit of snow scouts. They have a general who's a skin changer. And, if they have towers, this is gonna hurt. But let's just try anyway. If our captain dies, it's GG. So let's just try to keep that bad boy alive. Shall we? Okay, can we get some better weather? And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. They don't have any towers. So we shouldn't really have to worry. And also, no, they're not towers. Cool beans. I say cool beans a lot. It's just I've been watching a lot of The Office clips on YouTube, and one of my favorite characters in The Office is Creed, and he says cool beans a lot. Oh, that's why that happens. Put the spears here as well. Worth noting is that they don't have anything to shoot at us with. So our scouts will really have to do a lot of heavy lifting to just whittle down the defenders. And the Warg Marauder is the captain. That works just fine for me. Have we forgotten anything? I don't think so. However, I do believe that we are gonna sustain some insane casualties here. Maybe they might even sally out, actually. No. How about no? You stop shooting. I want to see if I can put you into a better position. Run over there. You start running or start walking in a brisk pace up to the gate. You can follow, and you can follow behind that. This looks pretty good. Pretty good. And they are they smart enough to already stand out in wide formation? Let's hope not. And my plan... Oh, here you should have just a perfect angle. And maybe you as well. Let's see if... We'll see if they start shooting from a really wonky angle like howitzers. There we go. Start shooting. And you can't actually reach from there. That kind of sucks. So, what we're gonna do is put you here side by side. I forgot to look at the angle. Looks like all of you dry shot. Anyway. And they are actually sallying out. Move up. And move up. And move up. And you can just chill wherever you are. There we go. And start shooting and start shooting. We really just need to do as much damage as possible to these lads. One can shoot at them, one can shoot at them. Looks like most of them are actually shooting from a pretty decent angle. Spears against spears. I'm actually quite certain that they are better than us. 8, 4, 8, 11, 8, 13. Ah, damn. So we do the same amount of damage, but we have better defense than our troops. Okay. Let's see if we can put you here instead. And you can start shooting at this square. And so far I'm not using the best, my best troops. Kind of hoping that I don't really need to do that. We can blow a horn because it's fun. Wildman defenders, Bjorning spearmen. I wonder, the Bjorning spearmen, I think they're better. Much less attack, but more defense. Right. Righto, righto. And now, start shooting. See how many... If they are just walking, yeah, we should be able to do a lot of damage here. And now we need to slow everything down so I don't rush myself. Let's see, how many... We have killed 12% so far, lost 2, so we are losing troops. And Don't really like how not concentrated my fire is. Oh yeah, now they are all spread out. And the Bjorn Spearmen are light infantry. They're counted as light infantry because they don't really do a lot of damage, so I can just tie them up from the front and then attack them from the backs with raiders. How's it going over here, I wonder? Still just doing our thing. Fighting at the bridgeway. Or at the gateway. Now we can start shooting back a bit more. Actually, we need to find their general. I think is... Where are you? Cheeky bugger. We cannot reach the skin changers. That's really too bad. You can reach the Wildman defenders because they are so spread out. No, actually, keep shooting at the Bjorning Spear. Men. No, they have too much armor. Shoot at the Wildman defenders. I'm actually also thinking that it might be in our interest to kind of chill a little bit with the archers. Killed 31%, lost 6%. Yeah. Let's not shoot anymore now. Maybe just give one volley on the Bjorning Spearmen because they are so nicely clumped up. There we go. Back to being clumped up. And now stop, because I want to shoot at the Bjorning Spearmen. Those are the really scary ones. Worth keeping an eye out on the timer as well. We are the King's Shields. King's Shields is a Dwarven unit. Okay, we keep pushing, we keep pushing. Might be worth it to throw in the Black Shield Warband as well. If we look at the stats, they have 822, 516. So they are just slightly better than the Snow Orc Spears. Okay. The skin changers are still not moving. It's when they start moving that we really want to throw in the scouts to start shooting at them. And hopefully... Oh, you got to the front lines quickly. They really just walked up and said, "Step back, boys. Let me handle this." And what's happening now? Nothing really. Keep pushing, keep pushing. With our spears, we all have lost 12%. Losing a lot of our spears, but that's going to be okay. Now we're sending in some of our raiders as well. The thing is, I'd rather prefer spears here, actually, because then they fight on kind of even ground. Because if I throw in raiders, they won't really be able to reach through the spears. So, here we go.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
So, when all of them are dead, I will just get them out into the line. Just slow it down just a smidge. Slow it down. Play it cool. We are dropping them from all kinds of different directions right now. Which is great. I also hope that we will be... No, we won't be healing jack shiites because we don't have a general. So a lot of our spears are going down. But it might be in my interest to just completely eradicate Bjorn's Hall. Destroy basically everything and just take that money back for me. And then give this back to... Orcs of Dol Guldur. There we go. Get out of there. Get into line. Chuck you lads in here as well, if you can. There we go. And then, I want the scouts to be in here. Run. And then I want you to just shoot everything you have at the skin changers. There are 39 of them bad boys. And I really need to start whittling that down as much as possible. So far, they're not moving. Which is great for us. And the scouts are running in as well. I don't think the Bjorning Spearmen should be that much of a problem. I think I'll just tie them up with Spearmen from the fronts and then attack them in the back with Raiders. Now, you should be able to shoot at the skin changers. Right, so I'll move you up. Can we move you up even more? I don't want to get too cocky. Let's move you up like so. And then... shoot the skin changers, and now we need to start slow stuff down. And you. Move up. And you need to be ready to run over here on a moment's notice to protect the scouts. Black Shield Warriors. Cool. You can start running out to one side. How's it going here? 38? Was it 39 before? Are we starting to drop some? At least I think they will start to get a bit bloodied up, and that's good for us. 35, right? We're actually dropping them. We're not going to be able to drop the entire group, though. But at least, like, every skin changer I kill, I think that's at least 10 saved in my book. At least 10 saved. So maybe we should have waited a bit. But I think the archers have dealt a lot of damage, and I think that's awesome. Come on. Killing like 10 of the skin changers. So with my logic, that's like 100 saved, I guess. Come on. There we go. Now we actually need to start accomplishing some stuff. There we go. You can march up. You attack them. And you attack them as well. You march up. We are out of ammunition. Walk up like so. And you will be running around the sides. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. There we go. Run over here.
The battle is very much in our favor.
And just one little charge in the back should be swell. Blow the horn as well. Oh, that charge looked like it didn't do the trick at all. And want to get you in a position where you can charge stuff. I don't know if you're going to be able to charge from here. Actually, you were. Awesome. Just keep chucking. And you can march up like so. And I think you lads will draw the short straw fighting the skin changers. The Bjorning Spearmen are holding firm. They're doing a great job. Oh damn, my units are so freaking tired. Maybe I actually should have given them a quick breather actually, because as you can see we are losing quite a few of them due to just fatigue. You are fresh, so that's good. You can start fighting them. And just keep blowing the horn whenever we can, really. They are wavering. Hopefully we can get them to break soon, and that would save us a lot of lives as well. Lost 21%, so lost a solid fifth of our army. Now we're just running in, throwing bodies at the problem. And here comes the skin changers. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna smart in the morning. Come on, that's good. Go on over here. A little bit faster. And when you're in position, attack the wildman defenders. And where are you? Get into position as well. And run in. Now you can see the body's just absolutely dropping like crazy. Lost a third of our troops. We still have the square. And now we pay the price for not really focusing the skin changers too early. We're actually dropping them. They're down to 4. And I guess now it's just a general left. But look at how sturdy that bad boy is. Now we dropped him. Awesome. And that should be the battle won. So we lost 500 troops, almost. A third of our army. We actually healed some, even though we didn't have a general. That's impressive. We lost the most at Snork Raiders and Snork Spears. And Snork Spears, as well as Snork Spears. But the MVPs at 153 160 being snow orc scouts, 153 snow orc scouts, 115 black shield warband. Great stuff. At least now we've taken Bjorn's halls. And I think with us having taken Bjorn's hall, the Anduin Vale might be pretty gosh darn pissed at us. So it might be, theoretically, this might be a good chance for us to like trade back Bjorn's hall in exchange for peace. But I don't necessarily think that they will want to have peace with us. I'm going to exterminate this population because I'm guessing that Bjorn's hall, it could have been upgraded. Hot diggity damn. We can retrain stuff for armor, but let's first just go through whatever we have here that we can destroy. Doesn't look like it's that much though. Hunter's Guild. This guild speeds up replenishment of all archers. That's something that we actually want. And Ballista Maker. Yeah, we're making money here, that's for sure. But the problem is the culture is so stinking bad. Now, like, okay, should we destroy everything? And then give it to Dol Guldur, and then march this army up north into Erin Dolan. Because Bjorn's Hall has such a big range. I think that's what we're gonna do. Might not be the most popular decision, but that's what I'm gonna do. So, destroy stuff. Actually, law and whatever might help. Blacksmith can destroy that. Sheep farming, population growth. Master Masons can destroy that. Just getting money up in this place. 466, 133, 833. So now we're just having some things that Dol Guldur, that will help Dol Guldur a little bit. And that's great. And we also got quite some money out of that. So what I'm gonna do now is sell Bjorn's Hall to Dol Guldur. You are bankrupt though. So I will give you Bjorn's Hall if you give me military access, and I will also give you military access. And let's throw in a whole bunch of map information there as well. And if you make me a regular tribute of 300 for 10 turns. That's nothing for Bjorn's Hall. Really? Just reject it. Okay, so what we're gonna do, just no money. Give Bjorn's Hall. Let's just say that I got my money from everything I destroyed. There we go.
Your time was most valuable.
So there you go. They, like I said, they will most likely take it back any second now. We are saving some money here. And like I said, I think it would be good for us if, for example, if we can move... Right, I can't attack here because then I need to start attacking more of the Anduin Vale. Just check the rankings. Then the territory of the Anduin Vale. They actually have quite a bit of territory, so I don't really need to hold anything back there. So now maybe chuck some of these lads into Erin Dolan and some into Leodholt, because Leodholt, I think you really need some infantry, right? We also need to retrain stuff. Start with the things that we kind of really need. There we go. And a militia garrison would be nice. But like I said, I was thinking about giving this one away. And then we can just move this army into whatever region this is. And then we have a ballista, so we can one-turn siege stuff. Really doesn't feel like it was the best choice for me to give back Bjorn's Hall, but I think to give away Bjorn's Hall. But I think it was good that we exterminated the population and destroyed a bunch of stuff because it made us money like crazy. And we also need the Anduin Vale to realize that we do not hold back punches anymore. Mount Gundabad, you got a beast cage, so we will get half trolls. Yeah, man. Good. And we can get snow trolls as well if we just invest even more. But I think we might want to invest in this one to make more money, to be honest. 5 turns, 4 turns. Do want to start making snow trolls. Really, really want that. Let's get that. Let's get it. Now, is there anywhere... Yeah, you're not building anything in Dane's Hall, so I think that might be in our interest to do. Sorry, a slave hall, perchance. Speed up replenishment of our Black Shield troops and also eventually get us the army barracks. However, right, Onazanar, here's where we should start building something. That's what I said. Slave hall. Here. Good. Now I think we could check out our other regions. And we won't be able to outrun you, will we?
Get ready for fighting.
Won't at all. And we have a... I mean, we could really just do a 1-turn siege on Dale. Really could do that. However, I still think that we will be bordering from whatever this region is. It would be so much fun to just attack Dale. It will have a massive garrison though. You're a diplomat, right? What if can we put a spy in Dale? No, we can't. We cannot. Can put some spies into Amenufuin though. But like I said, I think that if I take Amenufuin, yeah, then you will get a doom stack, and I do not want that. Do not want that at all. But for now, you are in Dale, and I think the Dale's border ends at the bridge here. I think that's the case. So we might lose Erebor in taking Dale. That might be the problem, unless we like destroy freaking everything in Dale. Absolutely raze it to the ground. But I don't think that's in our best interest. We still have 2k left. Let's just see where I can get some Black Shield units, shall we? Bremsburg? No. Mount Gundabad? No. Ursakul? Yes. And just like that, 2,000 is gone. And we spend some money. We should still, yeah, we should still have a decent amount of money in the next turn. Good. So some stuff have happened. Now you can jump into Talfilin. You cannot quite reach the fort yet, but at least you can start going in that direction. And if we put you here, you still have a good visibility. I need to take a look at whatever the elves have more. This looks like it belongs to the... What freaking region does the Woodland Realm have more?
This way.
What region? This, I guess. Starting to get colorblind, but yeah. So they also have this region, Bur-Alj. They also have that one. Cool. So getting a good eye on that, and then we should be able to just get a shit ton of armies. Yeah, it's something you easily do, right? Just get a shit ton of armies, and then eradicate the Woodland Realm in just one swift blow. And we'll keep Amenufuin and Thranduil's Halls, and we give this region to Dol Guldur. Cool. Now I actually think that it's time for us to start wrapping up the episode. Can you build a tower there? Yes, you can. Helped a little bit. Do we have any more units to move? No. 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 Okay. So we will wrap it up. Basically, we have done a lot of maintenance, fought a couple of small battles. We really fortified Erebor. And we might lose a couple of our troops in the process. Let's see, how many of you... Okay, so you could actually put yourself... get to safety. You could actually do that. Because I think that the Dalian faction heir is going to attack that fort. Would prefer if he attacks Erebor, so we can absolutely smite him. But I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see in the next episode. So I think that in the next one, whatever's going to happen here is going to happen here. And I'm also thinking that I will just... I can't give Dol Guldur anything more now because I've given them Bjorn's Hall. But I'm thinking that it would be a fun move to just give a... Maybe I should just leave the Eodholt with...
Get ready for fighting.
Oh no, they really need... Oh, they actually kind of don't need the general there. Although he makes them a lot of money. So I'm thinking that it would be fun to just leave some units here. And then mass everything up here. Move into more... move even more into Anduin Vale territory. And just give everything to Dol Guldur that I've managed to take something here. I don't know where this city is. But it would be fun to take that that bugger. And that's what's gonna happen in the next one. You will need to keep an eye on stuff as well, though.
Hurry up.
Oh, freaking garrison at Duinburg, man.
This way.
So scary.
Stay right there.
So we'll see what they do about Bjorn's Hall. I hope that they will just leave it alone for a lot of time. But most likely not. Most likely not. But it's good at least that I destroyed a bunch of stuff. I think that's good. So, thank you so much for watching. If you watched it this far, if you have any more tips or tricks, I would very happily accept that if you write them down in the comments. Have a great day, take care, and I will see you in the next one.
The Weird Bubble.